Good afternoon. It is noon Central Time, and I'm Renee here to walk you through some airbrushing. And because it is our noon session, we're going to have some fun. We're going to do a full face. And if you're just joining us, if you are new to the channel, please be sure to like us and subscribe and follow along because we want you to see everything that we have to offer. Also, please set your notifications so that you can get notified when we go live, like right now, so you don't miss a thing. So if you are new to Airbrush, be sure to subscribe and follow our channel because it's so important. You don't want to miss all the fun stuff that we have to offer here at Luminous. So let's get started first with the basics in which we do every single live. So as you can see, scrolling along the bottom, every single day during the weekdays, we do 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4 p.m. Central Time and go live and teach you everything you need to know about Airbrush. So if this is your first time, welcome. If you're joining us again, welcome back. I see a few fans on there that come and hang out with us a lot. So thank you so much. And today we're going to use a little, we're going to go over your kit. So in your kit, there's a few options here. So we have our pro option here, and we have our icon option. So as you can see, they both come with blush, 2 foundations, and a product that we have that's called Love. And no matter what system you choose, you get the same products. So today we are going to try a little bit different. The one that I don't have an image for is our our Legend. Our Legend system it's like the OG. It is one of the original of the 3 that we have. It's our most original. This is a 1-speed system. It comes already put together. So you don't have to assemble anything. You plug it in and that's all you have to do. See, it's ready to go. Let's talk about the stylus. So the stylus that you receive, very, very simple, regardless of whichever system you purchase, the stylus will be the same. So here's where we put our foundation or any other airbrush product. Here's our trigger here, and this is our stylus. So we want to hold on to that like a pen. So super simple to get right out of the box. So you can hold it just like a pen. See, just like a pen. You're going to hold your stylus. Ready to go. You don't have to think about it. It's already put together for you. This model has 1 speed. It's the only button you need. As long as it's plugged in, you are ready to go. All right. Also in your set, you will find a little cap here. This guy just keeps you mess free. That's simple. If we're going along and I miss your comment, please feel free to email me at renee@luminousbeauty.com. Updated email address for anybody who has been watching and has noticed this is a different email address. This is my new YouTube email address so that I'm able to get a hold of you guys faster. So please update your inboxes there. That is the new email address that we're going to be using here if you need to get a hold of me. So I want to hear from you. I want to hear your comments. I want to see what's going on. I want to get requests. I want to make sure that we are taking care of you, our amazing Luminous YouTube community. And if you're just joining us, be sure to say hey. Hey, Karen. Hey, Nancy. Amber. Tamberly, welcome. What is the difference between the stylus? The only difference here is just the color. That's it. That's really it. All the styluses are the same. So that one is just the color. Okay. All right. Let's get started. So I'm going to pop up some info here for you. Yeah, Nancy, it depends on whatever system that you get. Comes with a certain color. That's it. And we also have different tails available. These are called the tails. So the tails are that you can get different color tails and customize yours. Really? That's it. No worries. They just look different. Like they they visually look different because they're different colors, but that makes sense, right? They should look a little different because they're different colors. Okay, let's get started because we want to make sure that we have enough time to get everything done and get you comfortable with using your airbrush. So first, turn it on and feel the air. Keep your stylus moving at all times. Stay 4 fingers width away from your face. And you want to, when you're ready, is to barely pull back on your trigger to let the product out. Super simple process. There we go. So let's start by demonstrating a foundation color. And this has been really successful for showing what the difference is when we're using a product. I'm going to use a product. I'm going to use the Silk 4-in-1 in shade 111. I'm going to put some in my stylus, and I'm just going to show you on my hand because I'm using the wrong color on purpose because I want you to see that why we ask just to have those few things on the left side here to show why we want to do the things that we ask over there. So get the feeling first, you can feel it. Keep your stylus moving. Stay 4 fingers width, and if I turn this way, you can see I'm staying pretty far away, and barely the tiniest trigger move. Barely, you can see my finger barely moving. All right, so that's giving us, oh, I stayed in one spot too long by demoing, see? But you can see the only wet part is where I kept staying the same place. So if I stay in the same spot and don't move, you guys can see how wet that looks, right? And it's starting to drip. But down here, where we kept moving, it's barely there. It actually kind of even looks like it could be my skin. And that's the beauty of airbrush. It is just enough to give you the coverage that you need. It still looks like skin. It floats on your skin. It just gives you flawless coverage. And that's why we have these recommendations here on the left, is just getting comfortable with these few steps is going to help you be more successful trying your airbrush system. All right, I'm going to empty that out because that is not my color. I'm going to use a different color. And in your set, as we showed, you get two foundation colors here. I have the 3 and the 4 in the silk. Sorry about that glare there, but there we can see it. I'm going to use the 4 because I've been using our tanning tonic, which is the bomb. This tanning tonic right here. I really got to get used to this backwards and forwards thing. So the tanning tonic right here is a self tanner. It's clear, just kind of evens everything out. All right, let's get started with foundation. I'm going to use the 4. And the reason why I'm going to use the 4 is because of the tanning tonic. But if you are just getting started, practice with whichever color. We're going to do 6 drops here. It says 6 to 8 there on the bottle. Practice with either color. See what feels best, what looks best, and what you're most comfortable wearing. So you've picked yourself a range, and then we've chosen those colors within that range. So try them both. Don't be fooled or deceived or turned or hesitant to use a certain color because it might not look like that in the bottle. Just try it on your skin. It's just makeup. You just take it off if it's not right. So no big deal, right? Okay, so I'm just going to have my mirror down here. So that's where I'm looking. I'm staying a good distance. I might even be farther away. I'm like a mirror away, which is way bigger than 4. And I'm just going to start pulling back on the trigger a little bit, and I'm just going to go all over my whole face in what we call a pass. So this is one pass of the foundation. So it's sheer. I can still see my skin through it. I still feel like I have coverage. But now I'm going to go back over and do another pass. Now the next step is the pass, which is going to give us a little bit more coverage. As you could see when we were doing the demo on our hand, when you continue to pass over it, it just makes the product become more opaque. Now, please don't get that mixed up with heavy, because it never gets heavy, but we are just doing a little bit of passing at a time, which is going to give us the coverage that we want. So the cool thing about airbrush makeup, which is not the same with most other types of makeup, is that you can go in any order you want. So you can start with foundation, you can start with concealer, you can use different products, you can use blush, you can use all of it. It doesn't matter what order you put your products in, because with airbrush, they're all going to work together. And that's what's like the best thing about it. All right. Because we're going to do a full look today, I am going to add another product here, which is going to be our CC concealer. And I'm going to get that for you guys. Whoop. I'm going to use our CC concealer. I'm going to hold that up here. And as you can see, it's separated. So I'm going to shake it up, and I'm going to grab that I'm going to grab that for you so you guys can see what that product is. Now, the reason why we have to shake up the product is because all of our products are water-based. So because we're using the airbrush, it doesn't have all the fillers. It doesn't have all of the other products that hold all of those pigments together. So those are the things that weigh heavily on your skin. So we're just going to use the concealer, shake it up. I'm going to use Ivory, shake it up, and I'm going to put this under my eyes as a little bit of an extra boost, because we're going to do a little bit more full look. So this one does not come in the starter set, but you can always add it if you need a little bit more concealer. This one is a little bit more full coverage. Oop, there we go. Sometimes I have to turn them upside down for them to get moving for me. So more full coverage. And I'm going to use it under the eye. And as you can see already, it's already lightening and brightening. I'm going to help with those fine little dark circles that are hanging out under there. And I'm going to use it a little on my lid so that I can also use it as a little bit of an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to do a little on my lip because we are going to do the whole shebang today. All right, so you can see that that gives me more coverage, but I don't have any more weight on my skin. It still looks exactly the same as just with the foundation. Now we're going to use the blush. I'm going to use the Tulip blush. It says use 1 to 2 drops, but because I have a blush problem, and I'm okay with that. There's blush right there. That's my dog Blush. That's her. We're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's up to you. Now, if you're a little hesitant with blush, if blush is new to you, you can actually even put the Love, which is this little guy that comes in your set. That you can put that into your blush. And it makes it softer and more sheer, so you have a little bit more control. So I'm going to put the cap on and shake it up. So that's a really cool way to just soften your blush if you like the color, but maybe you don't want it to be as strong. And then we're just going to add the blush to the skin. Now just remember, our blushes, the color develops a little bit over time. And by time, we mean just a few seconds. But Heather says that it blooms. So the color develops a little bit over time. So I'm definitely making sure that I'm staying far enough away as I apply. You can even pop a little on the lids if you'd like. Okay, so for now, you can stop here. I added the Love to my blush, so that's going to give me the hydration and luminization that I really want. I don't know if luminization is a word. Maybe? All right, so we added that. So let's get into some fun now. So that's really, we used just what comes in the kit. We did foundation and then we added a little bit of concealer just for slightly more coverage, but nothing too much. It's still me and I'm still peeping through here. But through all of the processes, no matter what product you're using, if it's foundation, if it's Love, if it is bronzer, if it was any of those things, then you absolutely can still get the results that you're looking for by maintaining, excuse me one second, guys, there we go. You can still get those results by doing these steps here. So it's important to have these steps when you look through them because you want to get started with using just air or water, practice, and then always keep your stylus moving, always keep your 4 fingers from your skin, and barely pulling back on the trigger is going to help you execute whatever look you're going for. So I'm not quite ready to clean out my stylus yet because who knows, we might use it later. But let's get into the rest of the face because that's where we can be more creative, because when we do our foundation, we pretty much stay the same with the foundation and concealer. They kind of have like the one-stop shop there. So we are going to start with the brows. And I'm using Cocoa to get some definition here. Feathering up. Thank you, Amber. Blush is doing very well. She loves having me home. So I can't complain. Or at least I tell myself that, right? All right, so we're just feathering up with the brow. Now, what's really cool about this product is that it has, let me remove this here for you so that we can see full screen since we are done with Airbrush for right now. On the bottom here, we have a gel. So we just feathered in with the pencil on the front. And then we have the gel on the bottom. So we're blending that up. And you can see I definitely have more definition on the side where I have the gel. So I press my hairs up and then out towards my temple. No, Nancy, for me, I would say that Cocoa is completely like, there we go. There's the pencil. I don't believe that it has any red to it. I would say it's definitely a cool brown for sure. Yeah. Okay, so brows are done. Love it. Now I'm going to just set my makeup with a little bit of translucent powder. Now you don't have to do this, but for me, I personally like having a set foundation look, and this is our Sheer Perfection translucent powder. And I'm using our 100 brush. And I'm just getting it nice and full, but then I flick it off so that we don't have any poofs. And I'm just going to press into my skin to set everything. I do this because I tend to break through with some powder, with some oilies. Here we go. Now I can layer anything else on. So I did get out Oh, it snuck away from me. I did get out our cut palettes, which our cut palette is our bronzing palette. You can use it as a bronzer. You can use it as a contour, but I'm going to kind of use it as both today, just to kind of sculpt a little bit around my face. I feel like I need a little bit of color. And then I'm going to go around my forehead because it's big, just around my hairline. And I'm using the espresso color. Now the Cut 2 is definitely a deeper palette than the Cut 1. So if you're not sure or you're fairer skinned, you can go with that one. Or you can use the lighter tone. So it depends on what kind of look you're going for and what your skin tone is. If you're a darker skin tone, you might want to go with the Cut 2. If you're lighter skin tone, you can go with the Cut 1. All right. Nice and warm, definitely giving. Nancy, this is Cut 2. That's what it's called. But then there's a Cut 1, which is lighter as well. These two brushes are also available in the brush set that comes with these 5 brushes for $42. Like, I have told so many of you so many times when I'm on here, I used to sell brushes. I used to sell makeup. I have sold brushes for double that for one. So these brushes are out of control. Let me grab the other colors here because I have all of the colors in the brow. Brown, taupe, slate. Okay. So this is cocoa. The next one is taupe. Let me draw it on here. The taupe is more, I would recommend if you have very, it's not necessarily mostly if you're, it's more so of your brow color than it is your hair color, because I've seen people that have blonde hair have very dark eyebrows. People with blonde hair have really light eyebrows. So I feel like I'm missing one. Cocoa, brown. Oh, I didn't do brown. I did taupe. Brown. The brown is a little warmer, I think, than the cocoa. Okay, here we go. Cocoa, taupe, slate, brown. So see, the cocoa is a little bit more coffee. And that's in the pencil. Let me pop those pencils up there for you guys so that you guys can see. There's 4 colors in the gel pencil option. So that's the brow product. I just dropped that in there. And then I also, let me drop in, I'll drop in that contour palette for you so that you guys can see just all the stuff that I'm using. All right, there we go. So those are the 2 brows, and those are the 4 colors. So cocoa, taupe, slate, brown. Okay. All right, let's wrap this look up. We're going to do a pretty eye, and then I got a fun lip because right now because it's time for some sales. Right now we have buy one, get one free on the lip stains, and I'm just dying for these. Okay, I'm gonna do the lips first, and then I'm gonna do my eyes because I really wanna wear this lip. So I'm gonna make my eye, then match my lip. This is Prissy. Lip stains right now are buy one, get one. Free. Buy one, get one free. Prissy to me is so spring. Like it's just the perfect pop. 2 for 1. Do we love this color? I mean, it screams spring. Screams spring. So 2 for 1. What an amazing, amazing deal. Like seriously, 2 for 1 is like, yes, please. I will take both. You don't have to compromise. You can actually have both. So really fun. I love that we do these great sales because that 2 for 1 is happening right now. So I want to add this really quick, and then we're going to do our eyes. Let's see. Nope, that one. All right, let's go to lips. Lip stains. Oh, you got that one too? Nancy, I love it. Like, I love Prissy. Like, it's like, yeah. Great question, Karen. No, they are not the same. Lip vinyls are like a liquid lipstick. So they are going to be a wet finish. This is a completely dry finish. Once it's done, once it sets, it's done. And I'm going to finish it with the matte, velvet matte lip finisher. So once it's dry, I put the matte finisher on it, which keeps me hydrated with a matte finish. And it feels really comfortable. It's not sticky. It feels very pillowy and velvety when you put it together. So then they are designed to click together. So now I have my finisher and my finisher and my stain, they stick together. All right, so let's wrap this look up with an eye. And I'm going to use our Nude and Naughty palette. This palette has a little bit of everything for everyone. It is one of the best values of eyeshadow palette I have literally ever seen. And let's just start with the color called Flesh and a fluffy brush. So Flesh is this guy right here. Whoop. I do like the stains. I love the fact that once they're on, I don't have to do anything. I don't think about it. I know that if I have to go live, if I hop on to see you guys, my lips are staying exactly where they need to be. All right, that was Flesh. And now I'm just going to use Love. That's this guy right here. And I'm going to use that with my fingers because sometimes, let's get real, I don't want to use all the other brushes and tools. And sometimes our fingers just do the job. Like seriously, they just give us exactly what we need. And it's a soft, smudgy look because my lips have a pop and I'm okay with them being the feature here. They are the ones who are running the show. And that is the Love. And then I'm going to use this flat brush. So see how it's like flat and dense? And I'm going to use Shady right here. It's not quite black. It's a gray. And that's going to give me a little smoky. And then I'm going to use my finger because that is a magical tool when it comes to eyeshadows. And I'm going to smudge that puppy in. Beautiful smudgy eyeliner. And I'm going to use the same brush and go underneath. What do we think? I love it. I love it. It just is enough to give me some definition, but I don't have a heavy, sharp line. I feel like it just keeps it just a little softer. Love it. Okay. Just keeps it a little softer, and we're going to wrap it up with a little bit of our Distraction Mascara. So you can get a full look. I mean, we went through everything from soup to nuts. We did foundation, concealer, blush, love, all with the airbrush. Then we added some brows with our 2-in-1. Check the comments there because we do have a link. Then we used the Prissy lip stain, which, ooh la la, I love. And then we finished the eye with the Nude and Naughty palette. It is 30 eyeshadows. I think it's 30. Oh my gosh. It's $30. Let me count really quick. 6 times 6. Wait. 36 eyeshadows for $30? Did you hear me? 36 eyeshadows for $30. Thanks, Nancy, for sure. Nude and Naughty, yes, I did. And then Tamberly, we are getting that video and we are going to get it posted to our YouTube channel so you can find it, because I talked to Heather today and we want to make that easy and searchable for you. So we're working on getting that available on the YouTube channel. Last but not least, because I wanted to give you something special today, I want to use a luminizer. Oh, this one is super special. So this one is a luminizer and the name is kind of rubbing away. It's called Pearl. It is so stunning. It's beautiful. It's luminescent. I'm going to put a little bit on my hand so I can show you guys because it is out of this world. It just has this really beautiful, like iridescent unicorn type of glow. So yes, let's add a little bit of glow and luminous. And I haven't used this in a while, so I have to shake it up because the luminizers, because they're so sparkly and luminous, they need a little, now we hear it, they need a little extra oomph getting them going if you haven't used them in a while, because those beautiful pigments, there's so much pigment in there, so we got to get them shaking. There we go. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the sound. Okay. All right. I just used 5 drops. I have no idea. Let's try it. Pearl is so pretty. Look at the way that hits the light. Okay. You guys ready for the magic? Here it comes. Difference? I mean, right? Do you guys see the difference? Like, hello. I'm actually going to put a little on my lips. And I do get a little bit closer when I'm with on my lips, just because I have a lot more control and I barely move it. But do you guys see the difference? Pearl, no pearl. All right, we're gonna add the pearl over here. Oh, see, I know I ran out. I went a little pearl crazy over there. The light is just reflecting so beautifully off of it. I love the way that it finishes. I adore the pearl. If some kind of extra glow is in your path, pick this up. I am going to add just a little bit more blush over top because sometimes the pearl can get a little white looking. So if you do a little powder blush over top, kind of tones it down just a little bit, but you still get the pop through. See? All right. Now the blush that I just used was Demure. So just adding a little bit, just softening some of the whiteness that can happen when you have the pearl because it is so pigmented. So if you do use a little too much, like I did, that's my way of just telling you that I used a little too much, but I couldn't help it. It's just so pretty. Okay. That was my last look of the day. Thank you for joining me. Had so much fun hanging out with you guys. Please stay tuned. You know what? The best thing that you can do, if you have questions for me, if you want to chat about something, you want to talk about your journey, let me know. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's so important that you subscribe and come and see us all the time. We're here 5 times a day during the week between myself and Heather. We're here to teach you everything airbrush, and we usually do some really fun full makeup looks. And check out the comments check out the chat for even more details. We do post along the way our links. Hey, Jana, what's up, girl? Welcome, welcome. We're just wrapping this up because we look amazing practicing our airbrush today. So thank you all for staying tuned. I will be back tomorrow morning. I'll be doing the 8 and 10. And if you have any questions, please don't forget to email me, and I will see you all and your beautiful faces tomorrow. Bye, guys.